later. So let's get back on track. So, sorry, I did that.
Go ahead.
But you were saying amateur, you were thinking that was pretty much it for them, that they needed to watch video review.
Yeah. Figure out how to get better on the same workout in a short period of time. And I think that's important now more than ever, because unless this format changes, every single one of these sanctional competitions, and probably now soon local competitions that are licensed, are going to have their own qualifiers, and they're all giving you an opportunity to repeat them. You have 10 days to do 3 workouts.
That's an interesting thought. What is the pitch for the people who were the bubble athletes now who aren't going to be in the top 20? What's the pitch, if there is one, for them to go hard and take this open seriously rather than just doing it or not doing it? Is there one?
Yeah, I mean, I think the major pitch is that I'm guessing that anybody that's at that level put years and years and years of work to get to the point that they were a bubble athlete, whether they were realistically chasing that dream or they attained it and wanted to like continue going to regionals. People put a lot of work into that. Now, maybe for that group of people, the carrot that they were chasing has been pulled away, and that kind of sucks. But if they give up now, they just say, they changed it, this sucks, I don't want to do this anymore, then whatever evolves in the future is going to be really hard to attain after a period of time of taking like a big step away from competing and starting to say it doesn't matter to you anymore. So if there's any inkling of thought that I really love this, outside of being a regional athlete, I actually just really love competing, and I really love all the process that I put into it. I love the manual therapy, the mobility work, the dialing in my food, the hard sessions, the camaraderie of racing, the losing, the winning, the shit talking, and everything that goes with it. Then I think it's worth investing in doing it as hard as you possibly can, even if this year you're not going to try to redo it, but putting yourself in a position that you still feel the pressure. Because if you feel the pressure now and there's no outcome that you can attain, you'll really start to get some self-awareness as to how important it really is to you. So that'd be my sell for those people, is just do it. Like, don't think about what the future looks like. Just know, like, you put fucking years of work into having a body that could be pretty good at doing this. You got an opportunity to do it, just do it, and then see what happens. If after doing it, you're still in the same mind state that you're kind of disillusioned with the changes, then start to kind of navigate and move forward. But I feel like right now, everyone is speculating on stuff that they're not really sure of. And if that's the case, it's better off to give yourself an opportunity than just automatically write it off.
Okay. And then, so that's amateurs.
Yep.
Or was there anything else with amateurs?
No.
So pros, do we even need to talk about them? Shoot us a DM if you're a pro.
Yeah. Well, look, if you are one of those people, I do think you need to be coached or part of some sort of a coaching infrastructure, and you probably are anyway. But if you're not, yeah. I guess just 2 little tips. One is, remember, it's a 5-week war of attrition, and then have a strategy that you go into with your first that's based off of whatever information you can get. Like, you know, obviously we're not publishing Travis's and Noah's, maybe Noah will because he sometimes does that, but we're not publishing their scores and stuff because they're trying to finish top 20 in the world. But you're probably part of a community where you saw some regional athletes go, or something where you can start to guesstimate where people are going to finish and have a plan going in, and then make sure immediately following you take down notes on what you did and didn't do well, and then a strategy session for a repeat, and a strategy and a plan for the next couple days of training and movement to get you set up for a good quality execution redo on either Sunday or Monday, depending on what's most effective for your schedule. So I think it's just about being disciplined to your path and taking it as seriously as possible. I think that's like a quick rundown for anybody that is at that level, or maybe coaching someone at that level.
Gotcha. So a couple of years ago, I think in the 17 Open, we did a video that was like how you would lay out your open week. Mm-hmm. Do you think that still applies, or is it different? It was basically you saying, do this on this day.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what I said, but it really hasn't changed that much because the dates of the release are still the same. I think it makes most sense for...
Should I just link that video then?
Yeah, link it.
Link it.
Yeah.
It'll be linked, folks.
Yeah, link it.
So yeah, I think that's all I got.
Gym owners.
Oh yeah, gym owners.
I think for them,
You sprung that on me.
yeah. The tip for them, I don't think is necessarily about how to execute better in the open, but I think it's just a realization that you got to set the tone for your culture. And if you're disillusioned with what's going on and you're not going to do the open, and then you got people in the community doing the open and you're not participating in the open, I think you're going to need to pay attention to the fact that you might be creating a rift underneath your own roof.
Is this coming because you didn't do it the past few years? You felt that?
Some of that, yeah. Some of it I think is coming from just my own self-awareness, and some of it I think is coming from, I'm connected to a lot of affiliate owners. They either were my athletes, or they were mentees of mine in program design, and watching kind of what their philosophy on what they wanted to do with their bodies and their training started to do to trickle down into the communities that they're building. I don't think we realize in the moment how those little decisions about how we approach things are going to affect the people that are following us or participating in our environments. So just realize that you're setting the tone. You're setting the tone with how you deal with losing, like your attitude about things, what you little things about the word choices you use. Like there's so many little nuanced things that are, you don't realize are huge drivers of what's actually happening. So just pay attention to that when you're doing the open, or making the decision consciously not to do the open, how you communicate that and like why you're not doing it and all of that little stuff. I think it just makes sense to have that in perspective, that the decision is more than just, am I doing these 5 workouts? It's does have some sort of a longer term impact on how you're perceived and what your culture and community is going to be all about.
Hold that thought, folks. And we're back. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up, shall we?
Yes, sir.
I got the Daytona 500 to get to. I actually just got a text from our buddy Jeff, who's in our online program.
Yes.